Hi guys, welcome to Learning Electronics Repair. It's the May bank holiday weekend, so I'm guessing a lot of you guys, pretty much everywhere in the world, celebrate this one. You're having a bit of a break. So, same here, weather's very, very warm, really warm. So, Monday, beach day, but I thought, it's just too hot this afternoon. It's Sunday now, so I've come down to the workshop for a couple of hours. I've put the air conditioning on. It's really nice. Don't want to do anything too heavy, it's practically a holiday, but we can have a look at a bit more of this car boot here. I have quite a lot of this stuff here. Need to make some space actually, so let's see what we've got. So this one's another one. We can turn it round. There we go. Some very interesting fans there actually in the back. I've not seen that before. Those there, I don't know if they're part of the motherboard. They are part of the motherboard. So what do you think we've got here? Yeah. What is this? Let's have a look. Well, this is not retro exactly, because this is a PCIe machine, okay? 1 PCIe, 3 PCI. Looks like a Pentium 4. It's an Abit motherboard, this one, AN8. Now, I do know that Abit are quite a collectible brand, even these sort of things, possibly, even sometimes the 775s. So, let's see what we've got here. Well, I think the first thing we can say is we've got is an AMD machine. This is an AMD fan. Okay, so almost certainly an AMD processor. We have a little sound card here, or maybe a riser for the sound card actually. A graphics card. I think we'll just take this one apart. There's no hard drive with it. We'll get this motherboard on the bench. Let's see what we've got. I mean, it's a little bit unusual, I'll say that much so far. So here we have it. We have 3 PCI. We have the 16-way PCIe. We have a couple of the small ones. And then a third one that looks like a PCIe, but it's mounted in the wrong place and it's the wrong way round. So you can see that one there. And then we have this. Audio Max. I was going to say it's a riser, but I think actually it is a sound card. Okay, and that pulls into this slot. Abit QTES, if it means something. Abit AN8. Now, I do know in the strange world of PC hardware collectibles that Abit is, or appears to be, collectible in its own right. Like people collect Abit motherboards, okay? I'm sure there's a reason for that. Maybe the fact they're just not made anymore has something to do with it, but people like Abit motherboards. Whether that extends to all of them like this, I'm not sure. We can have a look in a little while and see what the price is. This looks like it's from 2006. Looking at the sticker here, 5606. We have a little built-in post analyzer. 2 IDE, 4 SATA, so this is kind of a crossover board, and it's an AMD processor. But I'd say this is synonymous with socket 775 in the Intel world from the same era, just based on the slots, in particular the SATA and the IDE. It looks good and clean. This one capacitor might be slightly bulged, just this one, but I'm going to try it. Yeah, if it doesn't boot up, I will change that one. The rest look to be okay from what I can see. Obviously, just because capacitors are visibly good doesn't necessarily mean they are good, but it's a pretty good indicator. Also, this has the solid electrolytic or polymer capacitors on the V-core. It was the ones here which were like the normal aluminium electrolytics that tended to fail, in particular because of the high frequencies and basically due to a manufacturing defect at that time, okay? So I think it's unlikely this will have bad capacitors. So let's power it up and let's see if this one is working. We're pretty much ready to go then. Before I do power this up, let's just check for any shorts on the 12 volts. So we can have a look. So one side connects to ground anyway, as we know. The other side should not be short. And it isn't, it's okay. Yeah, that looks all right. I have everything ready to go then. I've put the graphics card in, I've attached my capture card onto it. I've even put the sound card in, so it was actually complete as it came to me. Let's see what it does. So power on. 0, start. Fans are running. Doesn't appear to want to boot. Okay, switch it off again. Let's go again. Start, 2, 0. So it counts to a couple of digits, then goes to 04 and doesn't want to boot. Okay, let's take the various things off this for now. So, graphics card, little sound card from the riser. We'll take the memory out, which jumped out. We'll take everything off, okay. So just the motherboard, let's try it. 2. Now it's bleeping to say no RAM. Okay, that makes sense. Let's try, let's see what we have here. What do we have? We have a 1 gig, a 1 gig, a 1 gig, and a mismatched one, which is actually another 1 gig. Okay, I have 3 that look identical, so let's put 2 of these in. I could check the user manual, but I'm going for the usual configuration, first one and third one. Let's see. And then we can try, of course, with 1. We can try with 1, but let's see. So, right. Power. Start. It's going to boot. And now say there's no graphics card, okay? Put the graphics card on. Let's have a look. Power. Start. And now it doesn't like it. Okay. Interesting. I'll put my known good graphics card. Okay. Go again. Start. Now it's going to boot. Bleep. And this time we do have a picture. So we just have a few issues with this. Let's see if we can sort them out. Okay, we can see what we have there. Athlon 3200 plus. Yeah. No hard drive, correct. F1 to enter the BIOS. Or rather F1 to continue. Okay, restart it, see if we can get into the BIOS this time. Start. Delete. Something glowing interestingly in there. LEDs. Okay. And we're in the BIOS. So we can load the standard BIOS defaults, that's the first thing. Or rather, we'll go for the optimized defaults, yes. Okay. Save. But probably the CMOS battery is dead on this, so this probably won't actually store anything. Okay, it has rebooted. And now it's clicking away. So it has a few... Oh, it stopped clicking away. Make some fun sounds, this thing. But it's booted. Let's just check the CMOS battery. Okay, you can see it there. Just find a good ground. CMOS, yeah, that's dead. I'll put a good one in. You can just check it as well. Okay. That's good. Well, good enough. Okay, let's try again. Power. Start. See if we get into the BIOS. Okay. We'll do the defaults again. Okay. Now it seems happier. Interesting. Is that just a RAM test? It's obviously doing something. Okay, interesting. An interesting motherboard this, guys. Okay. So those two RAM strips are working. Let's try them in the other two slots. See if it'll boot like this. Okay. Give this a go. Yes, so we know all the RAM slots are good. I'll try with the 4 strips of RAM. If it doesn't boot now, it just doesn't like the RAM. We've got a faulty strip somewhere. Okay. All 4 strips of RAM back on. Go. Boot. Yeah. Tab for post screen. What's that actually do? I can only assume this ticking noise is a feature. Huh? Same every time. Okay, so this appears to be a good working motherboard. I could try loading an OS. I can't load my known good Windows 10 because it's UEFI, but I do have a non-UEFI one. We could give it a go. Although if it doesn't boot, I don't think it proves there's a problem with the board. Okay, this is my non-UEFI Windows 10. Let's just see what it does. I mean, it's only started doing this ticking thing after I loaded the BIOS default, so I can assume it switched some test option on. Okay. Will it boot off this Windows? Yeah, looks like it's going to do. Okay, so it's booting from my Windows, so I think we can say the hardware's good. I'll just let it complete this and then I'll just attach the little sound card add-on and we'll put the original graphics card back in and see if that wants to work. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's a good enough test for me for the moment. So it looks like we have some good hardware there. The graphics card is actually a Radeon X1300. I had a look for the code number, so we have this code number on here, CJAX136DD. I can't imagine that's of any value, but that's what we have. I'll just plug this back in. That's the little graphics card. Let's just see if it powers up with this in. I've disconnected the hard drive again at the moment. That looks good, yeah, happy with that. It's not stopping it from booting at least. Again, this clicky noise as it boots up. Okay. I think that is a feature, actually. Okay. We'll try the graphics card again that came with it, but if it doesn't work, I'm not really too worried about that. No, this time it liked it. It liked it but doesn't give a picture. Okay, I'll try the other DVI connector on it just to be sure. Again, likes it but it doesn't give a picture. So the graphics card appears to be not working. I honestly don't think it has any value at all. We can have a quick look though. Well, fun enough. No, they're not worth any great amount of money, to be quite honest. Well, actually about 30, but then you see for 10. Well, that's down to the amount of RAM that's on them, I believe. Okay. Okay, so no, graphics card not worth anything. Now this motherboard. Well, there you go. I'll put this without the hyphen, okay? Although that's how it is actually on the board, but I will put it without the hyphen. Okay, 91, all best offer. 134, all best offer. That's for parts only. Let's see if we have any sold ones. I think these both also have the backing plate, but it looks slightly different to mine. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, mine has like a plastic cover at the rear here over that big radiator fan. Okay. And it has the fans on it. Let's look in the sold listings. Abit AN8, sold. Well, one sold, but that was for parts only. That was for parts only. Okay, and that's slightly different than mine. So it's like I don't see any working ones that have sold, but I do see working ones that people are asking good money for, but people are paying decent prices for the faulty ones. Okay, again, I'm not totally sure that's exactly the same as mine, the thing at the back of it, or that one, Fatality AN8. Interesting. So okay guys, over to you. I think this is a collectible. What are you guys telling me? Yeah. Oh, I'll just mention guys, so I have this as well. So this is the Abit IDE cable. If you find things like this with these machines, I'd say keep them and put them with the machine if you're selling it, because strangely enough this can actually add some value to it. Yeah, or at least maybe an extra euro. Okay guys, and here's another one. Rather strange looking case. This is like curved. You probably can't see it at that angle. Yeah, now you can probably see it more. This piece belongs to it, but it's just loose. That looks like one of the plastic things is broke. But yeah, so that's this machine. Yeah. Again, it has, well, 4 USBs, graphics card. Looks like a, well, that's an interesting one because it's out to shot. Yeah, it's that interesting, you can't see it. That one, so it looks like it has 2 firewire and then what looks like maybe the joystick port. No, it's not, there's 3 rows. That has a rather unusual connector on it. Let's have a look. There, this one, so it has 3 rows of sockets in it. Yeah, that's an unusual looking expansion card, and then these appear to be a couple of firewire. Okay, let's open this up and see what we have. I have not opened this one up at the market. It was quite difficult. But we do have a machine with AGP. Okay, Cooler Master. And an Intel motherboard. Okay. Just wondering if this is another RAM bus machine. Well, again, I'm more interested in the hardware than the cabinet, so I'll take it apart and let's have a look. Okay, so we have it. It is an Intel motherboard. This has DIMMs and not RIMs, so it's not RAM bus. We can just confirm that. Yeah, these are DIMM slots, so that means we still have a total of 1 RAM bus machine I have found in 4 years, which suggests they really are not common, or certainly not around here. This has one bad capacitor for sure. This one, because there's just one, I think I'll just change that actually before we power this one up. IKEA battery, which is the same sort I use, which suggests that somebody's changed the battery not so long ago in this. Maybe this is unstable and that's why they changed it, and the instability being this capacitor. Other than that, it looks okay. Pentium 4, I would think. Yeah, socket 478, it says down here it's a 478. It's what I thought it would be. Well, let's change this capacitor then. Let's try this one. So to change this one then, the usual, add a bit of solder, leaded solder. Okay. And then just rock it backwards and forwards a little bit till it comes out of the board. Okay. Yeah, you probably heard it creaking. It's out. I'm just holding it the way it came out to make sure which is the negative. So on this board, the white stripe is a negative and they aren't always. 2210 volts, okay. The usual problem now of cleaning the holes. Some people are suggesting I use the desoldering needles. Actually, I'm not quite sure where they are. If I find them, we'll give that a go. Some people also said use the mechanical solder sucker, little vacuum pump. I've actually ordered a variety of desoldering tools, so very soon we'll have a video. Not to review exactly, I've paid for these things, okay? Purely for your guys' entertainment and the forwarding of knowledge, but let's see if we can use the braid on this. To give a good chance of this working, we should warm the area up first. That should do the job. Okay, let's see. Somebody said hold the braid on for longer, it will work. Well, that did work. Okay, let's try the other one. Hold the braid in place for longer, somebody told me. Let's try it. Hold it on for longer, it will work. Well, it's not working on that one. There we go. This time we'll add a bit of flux as well. Okay. Let's try. Hold it on for longer. No, we can try a fresh bit of braid. Oh yeah, there you go guys. So maybe that actually is a good technique. Hold the braid there for a bit longer than I've been doing, yeah. Okay, can't remember who you were, mate, but nice one in the comments. That I'll bear that in mind, and hopefully you guys too. Let's change this. I'll just clean that off first. Okay, negative to the white. I've just spread the legs out slightly, yeah. Spread the legs a little bit, it always does the job, yeah. Okay, let's solder this in. I'll straighten that one now. Okay. There's no onboard video on this one. What's this graphics card? I've seen these before, by the way, with the connector on the end here, yeah, like the Molex connector. Some sort of Radeon card, as I recall. Yeah. Oh, this is quite a nice one. CGA 3452. Okay. That is a HD 3450, I think. We'll check in a moment. But I'm pretty sure that's a HD3450. These are not the fastest of the AGP cards, but these are quite a decent speed one, and they have some value, okay? This is the same as the one I have on one of my retro rigs. It's the fastest one that I own. I don't have the money for the really fast ones because they just go for silly prices. But one of these days, who knows what I might find at the car boot sale. Yeah. Okay, and the other one is this thing. So I'm not totally sure what this actually is. Pinnacle Systems. Some sort of capture card. Yeah. Or some sort of I can't remember what they were called now. I think it's some sort of capture card. I actually do think it's some sort of capture card. It says PAL and NTSC on the end of it, so that's what I think it is. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, I remember what the other things were. There were MPEG decoders before processors were fast enough to do it in software, but I think this is a capture card. We'll look it up. It's a Pinnacle Systems Callisto 2.2, okay? The other two cards were just a modem and a LAN card, so we don't need those. Let's try our motherboard then and see if this one works. Again, we'll check for shorts on the 12 volts first. Ground, 12 volt connector. That is probably the ground side of it anyway. Other side, yeah, there's no short circuits on it. Okay, let's power this one up. Power on, start. Well, it did start. It doesn't bleep. Oh, it does bleep. Does it give a picture? In fact, it gives a picture. Okay, so we have a 3 gigahertz Pentium 4, which is not worth anything. If it's a 3.4, it would be worth quite a lot. We have 2 gig of RAM. Yeah, the 512 meg strip, so that makes sense. We can get into the BIOS. So this is a good worker, by the looks of it. No hard drive with this one, so I'm not actually going to bother to load an OS without putting more RAM on it or finding a working XP, but yeah, I think this one looks like it's good. Nice splash screen there, yeah, hope you like that. And no hard drive, of course. So let's have a quick look to see what this thing might be worth, and then we can chat about public holidays like today, yeah, and just take it easy, guys, yeah. And we're finding some, but this is PCIe, and this one I have is an AGP, and that's a different beast when it comes to price. There you go. Okay, so let's put AGP on to be certain. So mine is one with a fan on at least, but it's somewhere in this price. I think around £40 is quite easily the going rate for these. I seem to remember what I paid for the one that I have, which did actually come off from eBay. It's a 512 meg. Mine is the 512 meg, okay? Yeah, more like this sort of thing. Again, this is sold listings. Let's look for this Pinnacle thing, and then we can check a normal for sale listings as well. So Pinnacle, Callisto. Well, nobody's bought any, we can say that much. Let's go into the normal listings. Again, we'll put the Callisto in. Well, they're all best offer, but that's a revision 7. That's a different thing. Mine's more like this one. So that's not of any particular value by the looks of it. Again, we can look for the for sale on the graphics card. AGP, remember mine's the 512 meg card. Yeah. So you can see, they're worth a bit. We'll call it 30. How about this motherboard? So this is a D865PERL. Okay. Somebody's asking that for it. Whether it's worth that, who knows? Maybe we can find out. There's another one there. another one there. So people are asking good prices for these. Are they selling any? And in fact, they are selling them, okay? They are selling them. That was parts only. That's a worker. Says with CPU. But then one sells for £38. So, you know, guys, but that was with 50 postage also from the USA into the UK. Oh, that was with lots of postage. The price is worth somewhere in between those. I'm going to say 50 or 60 and about 30 for the graphics card and a tenner for the Pinnacle thing, maybe. I'll probably have about £100 worth, yeah, there. So, nice machine, really. Of course, I'm sure a lot of you guys will want to get into the comments below. In fact, you've probably already got in there, yeah? So, let me know what you think. I always like looking at this hardware, I'm sure. In fact, I know a lot of you guys also enjoy looking at this hardware. Nothing much to fix there, one capacitor. But hey, it's a public holiday, yeah? So, tomorrow, May Day. In fact, it may be today, May Day, by the time you see this video. It's got to be a day for going to the beach. So I'm going to the beach, yeah, sunbathe, get in the sea, have a nice lunch, a beer, chill out and relax. So hopefully you guys are doing something similar to that. And I will see you all soon after the holidays. Ciao for now, guys.